thought I would share with you an interesting race they have in the United Kingdom. It's called the Magnolia Cup. It's at the Goodwood Racecourse. This is the website for the Magnolia Cup. It's a race for women jockeys. They can come from any different background. They have some photos here of previous women. They all are in those beautiful silks. Here are the 2022 riders. You can see after their name, there's all sorts of there's people here. There's a vet, there's police, there's influencers, ballet, a dance teacher who also has multiple sclerosis. So basically it's just a bunch of inspiring women. And this race is held to donate money towards the Brilliant Breakfast and in partnership with the Prince's Trust. So we will also be looking at those two charities from the UK. And then if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can see the photos and different videos. I'm not going to play any of them, but I'll just show you some of the photos, and you can see how vibrant the silks are. It's one of the highlights, I think, of this race. Just the creativity with the different silks, and yeah. And then another big aspect is fashion. So this girl that I'm kind of circling over, she is pretty inspiring. I'll be talking about her a little bit later. This year it looks like it was floral and butterfly theme. So each year kind of has, from my understanding, they have a new artist who will design the silks. And another interesting fact about this is that it's the third day, Ladies' Day, so it's just celebrating ladies, women. Here you can see a little preview that was part of the fitness test. So this is the Brilliant Breakfast. This is a charity that donates money to give opportunities to women to pursue education or to find work, basically anything just to enhance their lives, make them to have opportunities they didn't have before. So that's the Brilliant Breakfast. So the Brilliant Breakfast, its goal is to help women. It works in collaboration with the Prince's Trust. So if we go to About the Trust, it's for young people to kind of help them get a kickstart in life. So we'll go to About the Trust. This is the same idea, but it's not just exclusively for girls or for women. It's just for young people in general to get a better opportunities in life with school or job opportunities. And then if we go to the qualifications page, we can see that it's for people in the United Kingdom. So they have the countries listed. We have Scotland, England, Wales, and North Ireland. That is kind of the goal of the Magnolia Cup, is to honor inspirational women while also honoring the youth in the United Kingdom. The Goodwood Racecourse has a YouTube page as well. You can see it. They have different playlists. I've enjoyed watching, I think I've watched most all of these videos. If we go to the jockey profiles, you can learn about the different jockeys. We'll be looking at a few of the previous riders. The one they have highlighted, we'll be looking at this jockey because never ridden a horse. So that's kind of inspirational. You don't necessarily have to have a background on horses. So we'll be looking at her. If we go back to the Magnolia Cup page, we'll look at the 2022 riders. And actually how I found out about this race was through one of the riders in the 2022 race. Lucy Robinson. She has a YouTube channel, which we'll be looking at a little bit later. And she just talked about her journey towards becoming a rider. And here is Lucy Robinson, and we'll go to her YouTube channel, and she has a playlist called The Road to Goodwood. Here's her YouTube channel. So we'll go to the playlist page, and we'll go to The Road to Goodwood, and this is all of her videos documenting her journey towards racing in the Magnolia Cup last year. So I followed that. I thought it was pretty interesting. And then we'll also be looking at another pretty influential rider, Khadijah Mellah. So this is an article I found on CNN. She was the first, it says she was the first jockey to race in a hijab in Britain, but she won the amateur ladies only Magnolia Cup at Goodwood after only taking up riding racehorses in April. And so if we scroll up to the top, this was written in August, and the race was last year, I believe, end of July. So April to July, that's only a couple months of having racehorse training. So that's pretty inspirational. Like, anybody can do it. I mean, you have to have the dedication, you have to be committed to it. So not just anybody has that level of commitment and hard work and drive. So that is something to note. And then here's another race jockey we'll be looking at, Sarah Ayton. She was the one they featured in the Magnolia Cup, one of the videos that said never ridden a horse or something like that. So I found her YouTube. Not a very big YouTube channel, but it was pretty interesting. She had a video from her third lesson, so really like hardly any background on horses. So it was just a fun series of videos to watch. So now if we go back to the Magnolia Cup page, we can click apply to see what the requirements are. So one thing to note before we even start applying is there's an 11 stone requirement for weight. You have to be dressed, which if you do a Google search for that, 11 stones in kilograms is 69.85 kilograms. And if we convert that to pounds, it would be 154 pounds. So that is the weight requirement. And they do have a spot down in the application for you to note if you aren't meeting that weight requirement. Another key part to note is that you are expected to pay for your equipment and travel expenses, but you can let them know. As far as the rest of the application, it's your name, your address, and then they do have a couple of prompts, like what inspires you to take up the challenge of riding in the Magnolia Cup, what do you hope to achieve from riding in the race, and how you see this unique challenge working with your day-to-day routine, your level of riding ability, and your level of fitness. And here we have the additional information you may wish to disclose, and that is where you would put if you do not meet the 11 stone weight requirement. So that is the application. So it looks like this year the Ladies' Day is going to be on August 3rd. So we still have several months. And I know last year that article we looked at for the 2022 riders, that was published in April. So I hope that we get to find out who the riders for this year will be in a few weeks, because it's end of March, so that would be exciting. We'll next be looking at Next we're looking at the jockey course fitness test, and there's different aspects for this race. You can go back to the Magnolia Cup, the Goodwood Racecourse YouTube channel, and if you go to their playlist, they do have some videos about this under the Magnolia Cup Jockey profiles. You can see them here. And then Lucy, the YouTube channel I showed you before, she had several videos about this. Sarah Ayton, she had some. I just did a Google search of jockey fitness test, and this PowerPoint presentation from the National Horse Racing College came up. So it's just a 3-slide presentation. It has the lower body exercises. Which is basically you have the exercise ball behind your back. You'll be holding a 5-kilogram weight, or like 10 pounds, 12 pounds, and you'll be doing 20 squats and then holding that for up to 120 seconds. And the next test is a wobble cushion squat. So you can see in the photo right here, the man sitting on those wobble cushions. And so we have 2, I believe, exercises for the upper body. So there's a press-up position or a push-up position and hold. So you'll be holding the push-up position for up to 90 seconds. There's another exercise focused on the upper body, the elastic band push to a metronome. So you'll be having an elastic, like a resistant band attached to a fixed object, and you'll be in the push position as if you're riding on the back of the horse and pushing the reins, and you'll be pushing at a specified time with a metronome, and you will want to be pushing for up to 2 minutes or 120 seconds. So the next one is core strength, which is leg raises to a metronome, or just 50 beats per minute. You're just going to be following that, and you're going to lift your legs up and down for a max of 240 seconds, which that is 4 minutes. The next part of the jockey fitness test is the plank, and you'll want to have proper form throughout this part of the test, and to reach 100%, you'll want to be able to do a plank for 240 seconds or for 4 minutes. And then there's a final part of the fitness test, cardiovascular test, using a watt bike for a max of 240 seconds. So that is an overview of the jockey fitness test. Another thing to note is that the jockey fitness test is all in the same day, so you're gonna want to prepare yourself to be able to do these different exercises, workouts, pretty much back to back to kind of mimic how the test would go. That is an overview of the Magnolia Cup. It's a presentation, just a video I thought would be interesting. So if you like this video, be sure to give a like or comment down below. So maybe comment down below who you might think are potential candidates for the Magnolia Cup in 2023. I'm also anxious to see what the silks will be like, because those are so cool. They're so colorful, so beautiful. So thanks for listening and learning about the Magnolia Cup with me.